know this is a bit far, but it's the only way I could do this. So I just wanted to welcome many to just a part of the garden that me and Missy created. And what happened for me, and I guess this has given me peace now and made me happy, was when the whole thing with the election. And one of the biggest things that bothered me, what happened with the election, is I felt, now what happens with the children? We can't forget about the children, because it is all about the children. And so what I said to Missy, I have to do something that's going to bring me comfort, to know, and also to realize that we and myself and many of us, we had one of the best childhood. And so I said, you know what, I got to do something, and gardening is always great. And one of the things was just how the children are. For example, like the guys here, look at them. I figured, how many of us as kids, you know, not a care in the world, what did we do? We sat and we read books, right? Look at them, they're reading books. Look at him, he's reading a book. And I think and I say, you know what? This is what kids should be doing. Our childhood was a time where we didn't have a worry in the world. And to know what's going on all around this world is disgraceful, it's disgusting, it's heartbreaking, and it's sad. And at a time, you know, when I think of the children, and then I think of myself, how I would get up and just get up in the morning and go and jump on my bike and not a care in the world, and never, ever thought, ever, of anything that another person, let alone an adult, would try to hurt me, try to kidnap me, try to take me. I mean, and it all boils down to, that was the time that we had our innocence. And to know that there's people out there that are so willing to take that away. And will do it. And they don't care. It's with kids. It's very sad. So when I sit here or I walk around the rest of the house and in the courtyard, it does bring me comfort. It really does. And like now, tomorrow morning, or when you'll see this, it's going to be Easter Sunday. I can remember the egg hunts. But technically, no child, we all have our right to our childhood, and it shouldn't, I can't imagine what many of these children are going through, and just the thought in their mind. It's one thing as a child, you know, especially when you learn all about death, okay? Probably that's one of the things that, you know, it's hard, let alone even the thought of anything sexual. Could you imagine that? That we didn't even know. I mean, at 12, 13, 14, I was still playing. I'll tell you, we don't even want to say that we were innocent, or, I mean, you know, where we were naive. Yeah, we all were. And that's the way it should be. It really should. And I'll always be grateful of the way my parents raised me and the childhood I had. Yep. And never once have I ever thought, when I would get up and couldn't wait to jump on my bike and be out all day, and come home, you know, as soon as I heard my mother calling me, or a neighbor calling me, that my mother was calling me. It's so when I see all these arts and piece of work, I can stare at them and I can see, and I remember those days, and it brings me comfort. It really does. And we can't forget, we shouldn't forget our childhood. And we shouldn't forget that everything that's happening should not be happening. It's disgraceful and it's disgusting. It really is. And my thing is that, um, you know, I think about at their age, what I was thinking, and, you know, I wasn't one for dolls, but I'll tell you, I was playing ball, jump rope, potsy, things that all kids right now should be doing, you know, and those years go fast. We shouldn't have to worry that there's a person out there. The same people that are supposed to be protecting us are the ones that are causing the harm. And it's a sad world, it really is. So, I just wanted to say, I hope everybody has a happy Easter, okay? From me and Missy and our home. And again, I'll just take you over here and you can see all of them. See, look at her. Now, could you imagine? Look what hers says. Happy gardening. See? And then look at these two. Look, look, look. Welcome. See them? How many, as kids, we were always intrigued with water or a fountain, if we were able to have a fountain. So let me bring you over here and look. See here? Now, how many of us, if we were lucky, on our street to even see a frog? Look at this. Look. Okay? See? That's what children were thinking about at that time. Yep. And then here, how many times, especially where I live down the street, we were able to pick strawberries and some places and raspberries. Matter of fact, there was some spots we even had fig trees. And there she is with a basket, or just collecting rocks. Now here, the same thing. How many of us all love our dogs? Look, look, see? We all wanted, see that? Look, see? That's what children, I think of the children now. Now, to many, for me, when I see this statue, when I see this, look, okay? When I see that, what do I think of? I think of hide and seek. That's what I think of. I think of hide and seek. Sorry about my hand. I think of hide and seek. And always with flowers around, see? Flowers always brought kids joy. I know it did for me. These roses make me think of my parents, my mom and dad, because we had roses. And now, look. How many love seesaws? Look at that. Look. See? Okay. And again, favorite pastime, because especially, you know, we didn't have cell phones, and we had a small transistor radio, but we didn't have cell phones, see? So what did we do? We sat around. You sat around and you read books, okay? And again, yes, and this shouldn't be canceled, and there's nothing wrong, okay? I remember the first little boy that, you know, was showing some type of affection to me, yes, and there was no problem. See? Nowadays, look what this generation does. They'll actually think, okay, that there's something wrong with that. Sorry. It's called affection and love, okay? But right away, they think it's something else, see? So, but look at today. Look at this beautiful day, I'll tell you right now. So I just wanted to give you a little, you know, with the garden, and, you know, what joy it brings to me. And like I said, it all goes back to, you know, that it is all about the children. President Trump was right where he said it's about the kids. It really is. And you know what? It's very sad to know that we really have a sick world out there.
because I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get how anyone in their right mind would find joy or comfort in doing anything to a child. And you know what? If it happened to them when they were younger, that is not the way to be. It's not. I'll tell you right now, that's not the route, and it's very sad. It really is. But like I said, I created this garden about the children was to bring me comfort, because, you know, hearing about the sex trafficking, hearing about that, when it first came out, we didn't want to believe it. We had a hard time thinking, now who would do that? But it is rampant. It really is. And it's so many forms. There's so many forms of sex trafficking that it's sickening. It really is. It's really, really sickening. It really is. So it's sad, but I'll tell you, I just get comfort when I'm out here, and you know, it's amazing. So you see, you come out, there they are, and again, look how beautiful the flowers are growing. See that? Yep. Matter of fact, I'm really hoping that maybe many more people, maybe that should be a challenge to bring you some comfort and joy, is maybe if you could just, you know, even get one of these statues and you know, put some flowers outside. That to me would be one of the like message out there that you're not forgotten. So I feel. I don't want these children to be forgotten, whether President Trump is president or not, but I felt like he was the only one that was fighting for these children. Because I'll be honest with you, if President Trump didn't come along, we wouldn't even be hearing about immigration or the border or anything like that. So he did make a big difference. He surely did. And he's not finished yet. Like I said, everything's in God's hands. But again, I'm going to continue probably, you know, expanding around. And it just, try doing the gardening, I'll tell you. It brings you so much comfort and peace. And have a happy Easter. And we love you guys. And God loves you. Bye-bye.